In the heart of Manitoba lies the second largest body of water in the province and the 11th largest in Canada. Lake Winnipegosis, located 300 kilometers northwest of Winnipeg. Stretching for more than 195 kilometers, this massive freshwater lake boasts nearly 2,400 kilometers of shoreline.
There's Duck Bay out that way.
Huddled along its borders are several First Nation and Métis communities, including Duck Bay, Camperville, Pine Creek First Nation, and many others. For generations, area residents have relied on this lake for fishing to feed their families. But just beyond the banks and outstretched grass, there lurks a growing concern.
Here we are in the middle of Lake Wpgosis, where we have muskrat houses in the middle of the lake.
No, just Highlands itself is you pulled right out.
The locals have found entire chunks of land have been torn away, only to be found floating in the middle of the lake.
Look at that, this is right in a big lake.
And it's not clear what's going on, although many suspect it's the result of climate change.
Never seen this in my life. I'm 50 years old now. Look at all this. Unbelievable.
Islands pepper the surface of the rising waters in nearly every direction.
Look at that one. Yeah.
While many have become sanctuaries for birds and muskrat, these floating grasslands are having a negative effect on fishing, hunting, and other activities. Residents are uneasy, fearing their lifestyle is under attack.
Look at that, wildlife coming from here. Oh my goodness.
Ripped right from the mainland.
The how and why remain unclear, although it's strongly believed that activities by Manitoba Hydro, plus climate change and rapidly increasing glacier melt, are definite factors in swiftly rising lake levels, which are affecting wildlife habitat, hunting, trapping, and fishing. What area residents want to know is if there's anything that can be done to stop the erosion, or even reverse the disturbing trend before it's too late, and the lifestyles they've come to rely on for generations are all but gone.
Climate change is happening at lightning speed. The planet has not experienced changes this rapid in 65 million years. Humans have never seen anything like this. The tide is changing, and we are near the tipping point. We know that the time for action is now. The Métis Nation recognizes that the impacts of global warming are monumental, and that Métis Nation citizens are amongst the most vulnerable to climate change and environmental effects, especially those in rural communities who are impacted more because of their sparse populations, smaller economies, and their reliance on hunting and fishing for food. By working with Prime Minister Trudeau and provincial governments, the Métis Nation supports the need to address climate change and reduce our carbon footprint with the goal of drafting a pan-Canadian strategy on climate change. The Métis Nation participates internationally at climate change conferences around the world, knowing that actions taken today will have a lasting impact on future generations. The Métis Nation is doing their part to combat climate change by investing in new green technologies, methods, and materials that are cleaner and more efficient than conventional building materials. This makes it possible to meet our core housing needs while building high-quality, low-cost, durable, and comfortable homes for our communities and creating meaningful jobs. Climate change is a worldwide problem that requires a global solution. This is why Métis N4 Construction from Manitoba, a leading Chinese green housing developer, Beijing Yingdong Industrial Corporation Limited of China, have teamed up to create Indeco, an innovative green construction company. Indeco will supply leading-edge prefabricated green housing for the Indigenous peoples of Canada. These homes will be built using prefabricated steel framing that is environmentally sustainable and reduces waste associated with wood construction. Steel components are pre-cut and assembled in factories, reducing waste on job sites, resulting in a cleaner and safer environment. These green homes will also use building construction materials made from basalt, a new innovative product made from volcanic lava rock. The production of basalt materials produces no wastewater, gas, or any other industrial waste. Interior and exterior basalt insulation boards provide superior thermal protection with high insulation values and excellent mold-resistant properties. The prefabrication of homes using these green materials and mass production manufacturing methods can go a long way in changing the living environments for Indigenous communities in Canada and people around the world. The Métis Nation pledges to do its part with Canada to make this a better planet for our children and their children. The time to act is here.